Duncan, and I have to tell you, it seems like only yesterday that I made my stage debut right here in Dallas. And since then I've been to Broadway, and I've been to Hollywood. I've even been to Never Never Land, but you know what? There's no place like home. Good morning, Texas.
It's good.
Our next guest made her theatrical debut at the age of 12 in the Dallas summer musical, The King and I. She also won hearts in the Broadway production of Peter Pan.
And Sandy Duncan joins us this morning to talk about her new project underway at the Water Tower Theater in Addison. Sandy Duncan's here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
And welcome back to Texas.
Yeah.
Tyler, Texas?
Mm-hmm. Well, Henderson. I was born in Henderson, but we moved to the big city when I was in the second grade.
The big city of Tyler.
Tyler, right.
Very good. And you were there till you decided I'm going to the big Broadway and that's it?
Yeah. I left for New York when I was 19. But through Dallas, though, because I would come up here every summer and do shows at this Dallas Summer Music Hall. And that's when they used to do 6 shows in a summer, so we'd rehearse during the day and do a show at night. Those days are gone.
You rehearse one show and then do another in a night?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Is that how you got interested in the theater? Was it the Dallas Summer Musical?
No, I was dancing and singing from the time I was about 5 years old. They used to take the American Legion Hall in New London, Texas. We'd hold on to the crap tables and do our pliés.
Now, was it just something to do at the time, or a lot of girls take the dancing, but
I really wanted to do it. I did. Yeah. I can't remember.
Where did the influence come from?
I haven't a clue.
Don't have a clue.
No.
You just got a hook and bang, there you were.
Yeah. My mother certainly can't explain it.
Yeah?
She has no inclination toward getting up in front of people and showing off. Maybe my dad a bit. Certainly he's a man who had the gift of gab and loved to hold forth, so maybe some of the genes passed on to me that way.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
When you finally did go to New York,
yeah,
was it everything you thought it was going to be?
Yes.
Did you have to go in and work your way through as a waitress, or so you hear some of these stories about how actors and dancers?
Yeah, I understand there's only like 2% of our union at any given time that works,
right?
Which is a pretty horrifying statistic.
Yeah.
But I didn't ever have to take another job, and it's probably just as well because I don't think I could do anything else.
You weren't qualified to fall back on something.
Nothing. It's really nice this is working out.
Yeah, and it still is, and it's going great.
Yeah.
And what was the reaction when you landed your first big part?
My
Do you
first
remember?
big part. No, because when you look at a career and you look at certain things that look like they might be the breakthrough or the big, they're not really. It's all sort of built like little baby steps. It feels like it's just a life. It's like anybody building their life from place to place and job to job. So there's no such thing as a big break. And when it's over, you're back to unemployment anyway. So
Looking for the next big break, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. You're sculpting or building that foundation brick by brick.
Exactly.
One of the big bricks, though, I would think, would have to be a Peter Pan.
Well, it's certainly an important brick.
Yeah.
I did it for 3 years and 1,000 performances, and
wow.
I loved doing it. I don't remember much about it.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I remember sort of like a blur of, there's a funny thing, when you get in a show that's a long run like that, there's a certain kind of out-of-body experience. I think it enables you to do something that many times and stay fresh with it.
Can you, for example, could you, while you were performing, think about your grocery list?
Well, I don't. I mean, I think that's what I mean about sort of like a blur, because you really are focused if you're working properly. I would zone occasionally. I remember one night I was saying, we go, Peter, how do you do it? And I said, you just think lovely, wonderful thoughts, and up you go, and I'm up there. Now, there couldn't be anything more clear in terms of what you're doing, but I found myself in the air going, I'm up here in the air, all around, here I go, zoom, zoom, zoom. I couldn't remember I'm flying. I mean, it's the most simple. I thought, what am I doing up in the air?
Oh,
well, from flying to Freefall, tell us about your
there's a theme there, isn't there?
new project.
I keep hoping the parachute will open. Freefall is a play that I've co-written with Mark Zagorin. Guy Stroman, a Texan, he's from Fort Worth, is directing it. And in fact, one of the Indians is in the show from Peter Pan. He's doing the male counterpart here, Kevin McCready. Tommy Walsh is choreographing it. And Jack Lee, who's working the Dallas Summer, it's a home week, is doing the musical direction. And we're all here because it's a workshop here. And I'm closing the Berkshire Theater Festival with Freefall at the end of the summer, and then we're going into New York probably next January, February, March, somewhere in there.
Something you want to head to Broadway, or?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
great. Yeah.
Good for
So
you.
we're working on a lot of the Kings. This is our new haven.
Yeah.
And it's great fun.
think?
We do a question and answer thing after, and we get some incredible feedback from the audience.
Good.
The theater goers that go to I think it's called they've changed the name to, isn't it, to a Water Tower Theater. It used to be Addison Performing Arts Center or something. Yeah. The feedback is very bright, very with it, insightful, and we're getting, you know, some guy on Sunday, in fact, said, you know what, Sandy, I want to come up there and look at you on Broadway in a year, and I'm going to say, see there, she took my idea.
You know, it's nice to see something new on Broadway, because a lot of times people will definitely go back for all of the classics because they know it, but it's nice to see some new things. Is it tough to get new things?
Very tough,
yeah.
because economically it's shaky, it's unknown. So that's what I was looking at, a career of more revivals. And I was tired of doing them. And I think audiences are kind of tired of seeing the 10th Sound of Music. I mean, as lovely as those shows are, you know, come on.
It's time for the next level.
Yeah, it's killing theater across the country because there's no product.
Have you found that North Texans are rather theater savvy?
Yes.
They really have a good appreciation of it here, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Yeah. Well,
do.
we appreciate you coming on this morning and spending time with us. And your program, your show is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday this week.
Right.
The same thing next week.
That's right.
And the name of the play is Freefall. It's at the Water Tower Theater, the newly named Water Tower Theater. And folks at home, you can call our viewer hotline. We'll give you some more information on it.
That's right. And if you don't see it now, you'll have to go to New York and see it on Broadway.
And pay big bucks.
Yeah, and pay big.
These tickets are like $20, I think, which is great.
Yeah,
oh, that is good.
Theater, yes.
Thank you very much, Sandy.
Thank you very much.
We appreciate you being with us. Let's check in with Randy Kay.